PK in the universe. Here to talk about my buy only one game for all of 2020 challenge. I'm doing a little February update here because I want to talk about what's been going on with me this February and have I bought a game yet? Have I acquired any games? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video here, or what I'm going to talk about. I don't know why I say we're going to talk about. That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, so I have not bought a game yet. In fact, I think I'm going to try my best to wait all the way till December to buy that one game, to really stretch this thing out to the year. So, but have I acquired any games? And the answer is yes, I acquired a game. I did not purchase this game because that's the whole premise of this series is me only purchasing with my own money one game for all of 2020. Now, I had gotten a download code from Pete Skerritt, who is a fellow YouTuber. He has a series called Unsealed. In fact, I had done a series called Break the Seal, and I had started around the same time as he did. I made about 3 episodes of my series. He's done like 100, so he clearly is the guy who, breaks the seal on old games and stuff. That's his thing. And but anyways, he's got an awesome channel. Definitely go check that out. But he hooked me up with a download code for this game called Dragon Fantasy. Dragon Fantasy is a homage game, retro homage game to Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. And it has some elements of Lufia and Earthbound as well. And it's a pretty neat looking, it's got that 8-bit feel or 16-bit feel. That's what's neat about it is you can change the graphics from 8 to 16-bit. And it's very much like a Dragon Quest game or Final Fantasy game, those early style ones. And it's pretty good actually. It is the game is a nostalgia trip, for people who enjoyed those games. I wasn't really fond of those games when they were new, but I really like this game. It's pretty good. So that is a game I've accumulated. I still have not chosen my one game for all of 2020 yet. And another thing I thought about later on is the fact that last year in 2019, I backed a Kickstarter for a game called Orange Island. Orange Island looks great, by the way. I don't know if you guys had heard of that, but if not, go check it out. It's going to be on PS4 and Switch, as well as the NES. And one thing I had gotten an email about from the Orange Island Kickstarter, as a Kickstarter backer, if I had missed out on the physical stuff, I could actually add that onto it and buy the physical version of the game. Now, I'm not going to do that, and here's why. I would love to have that NES cartridge with the box and everything would be great, but honestly, I just feel like that violates the spirit of the rule. I mean, yeah, technically speaking, I bought the game last year, but if I were to, transfer funds, then I feel like that would be me buying a game for this year. So, I mean, I purchased the game last year, but I feel like me buying the physical version of that game would be basically, yeah, that would be the game I would have to buy for the whole year. I would. So I feel like me purchasing that and then trying to, if I were to try to purchase another game after it, would be violating the spirit of the rule of this challenge that I've created myself, which is totally silly because I make the rules of this challenge anyways. But I do want to stick to this challenge. I mean, part of why I chose to do this challenge is there's a couple of reasons. I mean, one of the big reasons, of course, is not accumulating so many games. I have too many games. I have a backlog I can never, even put a dent in. I have so many games. I mean, so adding another physical game just really isn't going to help me, honestly, or get me to where I want to be in life. And again, I'll be able to play the game on the Switch, and that's where I want to play it anyway, so who cares? So, yeah, and then the second reason, of course, is one thing that's been really neat about this buying only one game for all of 2020 challenge is I get to think about what game I want to buy. And I've had a heck of a time and a fun time even thinking about what that one game is. And it makes me feel like a kid. And I think that's what's missing with a lot of people in their life as far as buying games is when they buy games, it's just such a normal part of life. They don't feel like a kid when they were a kid. They don't have that feeling, how special it was to finally get a game, or to get that game you really wanted. I feel like that's lost for a lot of people. So that's part of why I'm doing this challenge. So anyways, also I forgot to mention in my little, obviously I've just got a new Wii U game with that Dragon Fantasy game. Well, I purchased a new battery actually for my Wii U gamepad. that thing was basically, it was bad, guys. I mean, I'm telling you right now, it was lasting about 45 minutes to an hour. Well, I bought a new battery, and I bought one off eBay. Actually, it was an eBay seller who sold it to me, and it's the same battery you can get on Amazon. And what can I say? It lasts over 3 hours, but it does not last like in that 5 to 6 hour range like I was hoping for. But it works great, and I can't complain honestly. So yeah, so I can play that Dragon Fantasy game now on the Wii U gamepad, or I can run Netflix on there and not have a problem. The Switch still does not have Netflix, but Wii U does, which I think is really interesting. But anyways, I have rambled on and wasted a lot of people's time enough as it is. So anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any idea what you think I'm going to buy for my one game for all of 2020 challenge? Comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay awesome in this universe. Thanks. Bye.